everyone, I'm here with a favorites video for the month of January of 2021. I'm just going to show you some of the things that I've been kind of working with and enjoying, and a couple of new things that I got. Again, I don't like, you see these big haul videos or favorite videos, and I just don't always have a ton of stuff, but that's okay. I'm going to show you what I do have for the month of January. So January, first of all, we've been in a lockdown here, although it's loosening up just a little bit right now. So basically, before you couldn't have people over at your house unless it was someone like home care or a babysitter or something like where you like needed that person to be there. You could only buy certain items in the stores, and only certain kinds of stores could be open. You could go to medical appointments, but that was about it. And so it was very, very strict because the numbers here per capita were pretty high, and the hospitals were getting kind of overwhelmed. So they had to do that, which is totally fine. Now they've opened it up a bit where we can have two people. You have two designated people that you can interact with and have over. And what they don't want is people having two people over one day and then two people over the next day and then two other, like that's not what they mean. They mean you have two people that you see and that's it. So for us, nothing really changes, but we are it's nice to see that some of the other stores will be open. Again, I've been very cautious about all of these things. I only go to the store when I absolutely have to, and I order stuff so that you pick it up, so you're not really going into the store. I had to go into the store the other day for something, and it was like a big adventure going into the store because I haven't been into the store in ages. But it teaches you to appreciate things, I guess. So that's kind of where we're at now. Weather-wise, January is usually like freaking cold here, like so cold, but it has been like really warm, which I've been enjoying because it's great for going out for walks, because I try to go out for a walk most days just so I get some fresh air and aren't just like sitting cooped up in my house. So I've been enjoying walks. I guess I could put walks on my favorite thing. But it's been like unusually warm here. Where it's been like even in the pluses, which is not normal. So just to give you an idea, it's normal for it to be about minus 20 Celsius in January here. We even sometimes go down to things like minus 40, and that's normal in January. But this whole January has been like we've had days that are +3, we've had days that are -5, -10, and that is a lot warmer than normal. So it just makes me think of like, while I do enjoy that it's warmer, it also worries me because of things like climate change and stuff. So anyway, it's been a quiet month. I've been at home. Like I said, the only place I really venture out is just to go for a walk around the block, so to speak. And I've just been kind of at home doing work, and that's about it. Really, like, not terribly exciting. But I'm going to show you some of my favorite things this month. First of all, I've been working with the Dark Mansion Tarot. This deck is a wonderful, beautiful deck that I got. I think I got it early last year or the year before. I can't quite remember. But the box has got a little dinged up in transportation, but I don't really mind that too much. This is an independently produced, it's Taroteka Studios. I believe they're out of Poland. And it is a beautiful deck. This is just the regular edition. There are other editions as well. It comes in a nice sturdy box, opens up really nicely. The cardstock on this is so beautiful. It's like that sort of velvety kind of matte cardstock. I'm not a big fan of matte, but this particular texture is like so beautiful and lovely. Love the backs. It's a nice, like, thick cardstock. I hate it when it's too thick. I've had ones that are too thick, but this is like, it's like a sturdy cardstock. I love that they edged it in black. I have a feeling it'll chip a bit over time just with shuffling and stuff, but I don't buy decks to sit on a shelf and look pretty. I buy them to use them. So this deck is really, really beautiful. I love the artwork on here because it's really sort of like that Edward Gorey, Tim Burton-esque sort of illustration. I know it's not everybody's thing, but people seem to love this deck or hate it. I've been using this in my daily draws on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and I love it. It's got that sort of like quirky Victorian kind of fun illustration style, sometimes a little bit spooky, so I do quite love this particular deck. yeah, I've just been having really a lot of fun with it. And it's one of those decks, like, I look at it, and the more I look at it, the more the things I see. And it's just brought me a lot of joy in January, that's for sure. So, been enjoying working with this particular deck for the month of January. I had put it away for a little while. When I first got it, I used it a bunch, and then I put it away. And then now using it again has just reminded me, how beautiful and lovely this particular deck is. So that is one of my favorite decks this month. The other favorite deck is like kind of a surprise. I got the Witch's Roots subscription box again. Hadn't gotten it in a while, but as far as subscription boxes go, it is one of the nicer ones. Like, it's one of the more affordable ones. So I think it's 35 US, which works out to be about 45 Canadian or so. You get in there, you get an herb, like a good chunk of herbs, you get an oil, you get a candle, you get incense, and then you usually get like a little something else. So it's like a nice way to kind of like build up your magical stock, especially if you're like me and you can't really go anywhere and get stuff. So it's a really nice way to do that. But they had, as kind of like their extra item this month, they had this, well, I think this was a December box because the post is all backed up. Star Seeds by Neri Anastasia. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. So Wisdom for Spiritual Growth. So it just came in this little box, nice little magnetic box. And these are just like the cutest little cards. It's funny how like there's not like illustration. They're just like fun little words and stuff. Like, they all sort of have this different sort of galaxy kind of print on them. And then they'll have little words and sayings on them, like Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. Gaia. Connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It's been guiding you to the answers you seek. So again, nothing like, they're all kind of have the same little galaxy illustration. They have different words on them. I think there's about maybe 40 of these. And, the backs actually are all different too. They all have kind of this different blues. It looks like different skies and stuff on the back of them. And they're really great for just when you need a little guidance, a little pick-me-up. You pull one of these happy little cards. Let's do it now. I just really love these. And it reminds me of, there's like a metaphysical shop in my town, Radiance Gifts. Shout out to them. They're amazing. And they used to have a deck that was not exactly this deck, but it was something like this. And it had like these sort of like nice little words and sayings on them right by their till. And whenever you went out to buy through the till, everybody would like pull a card out of there. And it just reminds me of that, just kind of that fun little hit of guidance that you need sometime. Okay, so this is ours. It says, observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. So I just take that as like, observe things. You don't have to jump in and do things. Sometimes you can just stand back and observe how beautiful everything and connected everything is. So really nice little hit of guidance there. So I love that. The other thing that I got in the Witch's Roots box, which I really, really love, and I want a bigger piece of it, is this. It's called Aqua Aura quartz? So basically, I love this thing. It's hard to see. It's like it's very luminescent and shiny and blue. So it's clear quartz. This is a man-made crystal in that they take clear quartz, so it is actual clear quartz, and they blast it in heat with gold particles. And so the tiny, tiny gold particles stick to the outside of the quartz, and they give it that sort of like very luminescent sheen to it, which is really, really cool. So I don't mind that. Like, I have crackle quartz as well, which is colored quartz. I really don't mind. I mean, I think as long as people are clear about what it is and how it's made, I don't have any issue with it. I want a bigger piece of this. I love this like so much. Supposedly it fills holes in your aura. It helps to like even out your aura, but it's just like a really pretty, beautiful blue, shiny quartz, and I'm a sucker for like shiny, shiny crystals. So I would like a bigger piece of this. So I think when I can go back to the metaphysical shop again, I'll get myself a slightly bigger piece of this because I do quite like it. Another thing I got this month, I got with my Christmas money. So we couldn't really go out to the stores and shopping and stuff. I got from my hubby an Amazon gift card, which is great because I know Amazon's bad and stuff. But I bought some books on here that were on my wish list that were a little kind of like out of my regular shopping everyday price range that I really wanted. But, with Christmas Honey, it's like, well, this is for gifts, so it's okay. So I got Hellenistic Astrology by Chris Brennan. This is a 600-page textbook. I'm such a geek. I got myself a big old astrology textbook. I actually got another one as well, but I'll probably I haven't read it yet, or started reading it, so I'll probably end up in another favorites video. So Chris Brennan, if you don't know, he does the astrology podcast. So check it out if you're into astrology. It is like university level astrology. At first, I listened to it and I was like, what are they talking about? And then the more I listened to it, the more I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So he has a course, and he also has this textbook for learning Hellenistic, which is ancient astrology. And I'm reading this and I love it so much, and it just gives me all the university feels and vibes, and I love studying it. So I love this book. I've only just started it, so I'll do a full review when I'm done. And it's also got that like lovely velvety kind of texture to it, which I enjoy quite a bit. But it goes through the history of astrology, where different concepts came from, how they developed. It goes through the techniques in ancient astrology as well. So even, somebody that's been doing astrology for a long time, I'm learning stuff from this. I think it's amazing, and I really, really love this book. So that was a favorite as well. Next, I have my day planner. So I got my day planner, which also has a lovely, everyone's doing that lovely rose petal texture to their printing these days. I have here, this is my Metaphysicians day planner. This is made by Benebell Wen. I got this printed through Lulu, and I chose this particular cover. So you can pick your own cover. This is just my cover. So this is it's just a day planner, but it's got all sorts of metaphysical stuff in it. So this is the main day planner part. I put these tabs on. I've personalized this. I put tabs on. I love it because there's lots and lots of room, so I can write things like my appointments, readings that I have, just everything in my life can go in here. It also has your birth chart and your solar return chart for the year at the front. I love that, personalized to you. Of course, it's got like monthly calendar as well, and it's got space for notes, but it also has at the back here, you've got kind of a grimoire section. She's got all sorts of magical correspondences. This is astrology correspondences here. She's got I Ching. So it's a great, like, just handy reference thing where you can flip to the back and quickly look something up. There is feng shui stuff in here. There is even like palmistry stuff and numerology stuff in here. So I was just trying to find the palmistry stuff. There we go. There's some of the palmistry stuff. So it's great because it's very, very practical, but also has like all of the magical correspondences and things in there. So I love this so much. I might do, if people want a flip through and a look at how I've personalized this. I still have to do a couple of things here. I want to put like a vision board, and I've got to put a pocket in here too to put my stickers. I like stickers. So I do that. It has, your goals for the year, different spots for like a yearly reading. Got like your monthly calendar as well. So it's just like a really great useful thing that I use for the year. So that is my January favorites. Let me know what you think of these. Do you have these? Do you love these? What are your January favorites? I would love to hear. Again, thank you so much for your watching, for all your support. Just so you know, the Witch School registration is going to be closing at the end of the month. That's on my Patreon. We did our first month, which is basics, and next month we're going to be doing energy work. Also for the month of February, starting February 1st to the end of February, I'm going to be having relationship readings on my Etsy shop at 20% off. So you can check that out too. Again, thank you so much for all of your support and love. I appreciate it so much. Stay weird and wild, and I will see you next time.